Are you?
I'm waiting to be on.
Virginia asked if you would sign that.
Mr. Bowditch was supposed to be joining us.
Yes, I apologize. I believe it's Teresa. Let me just contact her.
Your Honor, may I say something?
Yep.
Well, I don't know if this is appropriate or not, but I don't know if it was appropriate to say in front of the defendant. But Mr. Bowditch was under the impression that maybe this guy was under the influence today. And but we're not sure. You know, I don't know, you know, that's why I don't want to say anything, you know, I
Right.
don't know this gentleman, so I
Right.
don't know what the demeanor is.
Well, we can always tell him he's got to go test today.
He's a very difficult individual. Yeah, we'll get into it. It's been an interesting.
Well, we might
conversation.
get into it because so far I don't have him in my waiting room.
Yeah. Well, I know that it was just a few minutes ago that I know that Teresa was calling him, so hopefully it's quickly. Maybe go give her a call and let her know. You know, Your Honor, I did call Jeff. He was going to handle this violation,
Right?
but his vehicle broke down in the middle of Van Born. So.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So he apologizes.
Right now.
Should be zooming in momentarily, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I miss the old days, Judge, when they were here. This wasn't a problem.
Yeah. Me too.
Oh, yeah, Your Honor, just to go on record, the gentleman earlier, since I was letting Emily handle this, that says he had called 20 times.
Right.
We had called that gentleman. He didn't have time to talk to us at that moment. He was going to call us the next morning.
Right.
And then we've phoned him up ever since with.
I saw that.
Yeah,
He's busy not working.
yeah. Okay. I was afraid this guy had a lot to say, he doesn't, when we went to Zoom earlier, I just had to hang up the phone. It would give me an opportunity.
She said she was on the phone with them, so I wonder if she said she's just the last 16 years.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Good
Ms.
morning, Your-
Patton, your appearance for Mr. Turner.
Yes, sir.
on behalf of Mr. Turner, who's present on the screen.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Turner was sentenced on September 14, 2020 for an operating while visibly impaired file. Have you seen the paperwork from probation, Ms. Patton?
Yes, I have, Your Honor, and I've gone over the allegations with Mr. Turner, and he is going to plead guilty this morning to the court.
Okay. All right, what else do you have for me?
Just, Your Honor, I've spoken with Mr. Turner regarding what's going on in his life. Mr. Turner has had a lot of death in his family, including his wife of 20 years passed away just prior to him catching this case on July 4th of 2020, which was actually their anniversary. He's lost several other people very close to him. He's very candid. He was very candid when speaking with me. He is going to therapy. He says he's struggling with alcohol right now. It's his coping mechanism. And he does know that he needs to get some help to get that under control, but he's not there yet, Your Honor.
Where's he going to therapy?
Who's your therapist, Mr. Turner?
Justice, she's in Livonia counseling, therapy.
What's her name?
Justice, I don't know her last name, sir.
Her first name is Justice?
Yes, sir.
All right, when's the last time you saw her?
I talked to her yesterday, sir.
All right. Do you only do telephone or do you go in person?
No, sir, I've never seen her personally. I've been with her since my wife passed away. I got sentenced on July. I started therapy in August. So I've been with her about 10 months, sir.
All right, I sentenced you on this file on September 14th.
Okay, so I mean, well, but then I was with her a couple months before that.
Okay, and the name of the organization or the agency is what?
Livonia counseling.
All right, and have you provided documentation for that therapy to probation?
No, in fact, Art tried to call her today and put me on hold. I guess she ain't contacted him back. She asked me, did I want to do it either way? And I said, whatever you need to do. I mean, I really don't care. I mean, if she wants to give the information to the court, I have no problem with that. But she says it's client therapist privilege. So,
Okay,
I
sir,
mean,
unless we get documentation, you're not in treatment.
yes, sir.
Treatment that we have no documentation on doesn't count for us.
Yes, sir.
So
Understood.
I would suggest you get on the phone with her today, your therapist, and have her document your treatment to Art today.
Your
Yes,
Honor,
sir.
not to interrupt, her name is, I looked up the counseling center. It is called the Livonia Counseling Center. It is a division of Hagera. And the counselor who's online at least is Justice Nements. And I'll spell that N as in Nancy, E, M as in Mike, I-T-Z.
Yes, ma'am. That's her. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Sikowski, what else do we have from the department?
We did have a prior violation where there was a cocaine positive, as long as several other failure to appears. We're still lacking 48 hours community service as well. But to get back to the therapy, Your Honor, I just got off the phone with Hygera and talked to the office manager. And apparently, Mr. Turner had went to his therapist and asked that the consent be revoked and that no documentation or conversation take place with this court.
Your Honor, I did speak with Mr. Turner about that. He is not under the impression that, well, he said he did not revoke that. He thinks there's some miscommunication there.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. I didn't have no one revoke nothing. I have nothing to hide, young lady. So I didn't revoke nothing. Justice asked me, did I want to revoke it? And then my phone went dead. I had to get a new phone. and I did not was able to communicate with her before this happened today. So
All right, so have I made myself clear, Mr. Turner?
yes, sir.
Your responsibility is to provide documentation from your therapist to probation about what you've been doing with that therapist
Yes, sir.
today.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the problem with the community service? We haven't seen that documented.
And I spoke with Mr. Turner about the community service. He said that the church he's doing community service with won't provide interim documentation, that they said they'll provide it once he's completed all of the hours.
So he was sentenced to do 48 hours in September, and it's still not done?
No, Your Honor, he has maybe close to half of that done.
Are you working, Mr. Turner?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
Performance Windows in Shelby at 23 and Shaner.
How long have you been with them?
5 years, sir.
I'm going to give you until July. No, I'm going to give you until June 15th to complete your 48 hours and document to the court.
Yes, sir.
4 p.m. today, deadline for Art to get something from your therapist.
Yes, sir.
What else, Art?
Your Honor, he has been struggling with sobriety throughout this whole period of time, and he is missing a lot of tests. I think it may be 30 days on the alcohol monitor might be a good motivating factor to get a good start on his sobriety.
Ms. Patton?
Your Honor, I've discussed that with Mr. Turner, and so he knew the court would maybe impose an alcohol monitor on him. He has been very candid, Your Honor, he is struggling. So it may motivate him, but he quite frankly feels that he's not going to be able to comply for a long period of time, just to be honest with the court.
Your Honor, then maybe inpatient treatment is more appropriate at this time.
Well, Mr. Turner, I'm assuming we all have the same goal, which is your sobriety.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever done substance abuse counseling before your wife died?
Oh, sir.
All right. So you lost your wife in July, right? So it's been
Sir.
roughly 10 months,
Yes, sir.
and you started seeing the therapist roughly shortly after your wife died?
It was actually, around August or September. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you've been working with Justice for something around 8 or 9 months, it sounds like.
I mean, and we worked hard together. I have really bad days. Other days, I mean, we all
Okay,
have an excuse.
okay.
eh?
Okay, hold
What?
on. Was that a yes? You've been working with Justice for approximately 8 or 9 months?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and yet you continue to use.
Yes, sir.
I'm not discounting the value you might be getting from meeting with Justice, but sobriety is not one of the things you've gathered. So I'm going to suggest we need to do something we need to up your game somehow. For me, inpatient would be a logical tool to accomplish that. I understand that inpatient puts your life on hold.
And my
But
bills.
I'm not so sure your drinking hasn't put your life on hold.
Yes, sir. But I mean, if I go to, like I told Justice, if I go into inpatient therapy, unfortunately, my bills ain't gonna get paid because now that my wife has passed away, I'm the only one paying the bills at the house,
Right?
and it's a little overwhelming. And if I get
I can
behind,
only imagine.
no one really cares about what happened in my life because we all have problems. Hey, so I mean, that's my whole point.
No, and I don't want you to think for a minute, Mr. Turner, that I'm not sympathetic to that. but I've been doing this a fairly long time. And you've had financial problems before, right?
Yes, sir.
I just think that in your situation, the most important thing is sobriety, and everything else has to take a back seat to that. And if that means you get into some financial holes that you got to dig out, it's easier to dig out when you're sober.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to order inpatient at this point. I'm more than willing to try it with the alcohol monitor, but
Yes, sir.
you got to understand, if I order the alcohol monitor and you drink, then the Wayne County deputies pick you up and put you in jail for the remainder of that time period.
Yes, sir.
So I'm assuming if you're in jail, you're probably going to lose your job, which means there you go with the financial problems again.
Yes, sir. I'm not trying to do that, sir. I'm trying to just move forward.
No,
Yes, sir.
I'm not questioning your motivation to make changes. I'm questioning your game plan.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not trying to rub salt in your wounds, Mr. Turner, but just looking at what I've got on paper here, how well has your plan been working?
Not at all. Not at all, sir. Everything on my record is alcohol related. Yes, sir.
And I'm not even looking at your life plan. I'm just looking at your plan since I sentenced you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, we've had repeated violations.
Well, I mean, I'm being honest, man.
No, I know you are, and I appreciate
yes,
that. I
Yes,
know
sir.
you're,
I have an issue.
you can't
Yes, sir.
stop drinking on your own. I get that.
I've tried. I got Vivitrol from my doctor, and that ain't working. So I'm trying different
No.
options, and it
No,
don't seem to be
Mr.
working.
Turner, stop. I'm not suggesting that you're not trying. I'm just pointing out that it doesn't seem to be working with the attempts you've made to date.
Yes,
And
sir.
I'm suggesting that, as drastic as it sounds to you, maybe inpatient is the way to get sober.
Yes, sir. Whatever you think, sir.
And Miss Patton, I don't have any problem if you want me to pass on this file and let Mr. Turner have some time to do some soul searching and maybe, talk it through with you before I make a decision. Once again, I'm not going to order him to go to inpatient. I want him to make that decision for himself if that's where we're going.
Your Honor,
But I've got to do something.
yeah, based on the conversation that I had with Mr. Turner on this morning, my concern is for the alcohol monitor and just where he is in his sobriety, and whether or not he's going to be successful on that. So if we
Me
could
too.
get some time for him to really think about it. I do believe that his therapist has also recommended inpatient. So if I could get a little time to discuss that with him and kind of see if he can get a moment of reflection.
Yeah.
That would be
And
great.
you, Miss Patton, you and I have been working together long enough. I'm not looking at jail as any kind of a positive alternative.
I know.
That's not going to help his sobriety. It's just going to keep him sober while he's there.
Right.
We can reconvene later this afternoon, or, I can pick a date and time next week, first of the week, whatever you want to do.
Judge, can we get first of the week?
Yep.
That gives Mr. Turner some time to kind of think about it.
Thank you.
And I would suggest try to get Justice on the phone and have a serious conversation with her about it.
Yes, sir.
You gotta talk to her to get some documentation for us anyhow.
I'm sorry.
All right, I'm looking at my calendar.
Sorry, that was my dog.
All right. We could probably do, I've got arraignments Monday morning, so probably by 10:30 or 11, we could get together on Zoom.
I'm available that day. Mr. Turner, does that time
10:30?
work for you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
What date again? So I know.
Monday,
Monday. Okay.
Monday the
yes, sir.
17th.
Okay. Yes, sir.
At what time, Your Honor?
10:30.
Okay.
And I just made a note, we're going to review inpatient treatment at 10:30 on 5/17. I've already talked about the community service. I've already talked about the documentation for therapy. Art, anything else we need to talk about today?
Not today, Your Honor. I'll probably give the defendant a call after we're done here, and so maybe we can have a serious conversation.
Okay. Mr. Turner, I wish you luck. We'll talk Monday.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Patton.
All right,
Thank you,
bye.
Your Honor.